Hello YouTube, it's Nessa from Nessa Aesthetics, and I am here to show you how I do my eyebrows. I was doing my makeup today and I'm like, why don't I just film my eyebrows, because why not, right? You love seeing people do their eyebrows. It's nothing interesting, it's just something I feel like I should go over now so I don't have to go over it in the future. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I don't know why I chose to show you today because I'm wearing a blue wig and it doesn't match my hair, but my brows match my hair. Trust me, my hair is black and brown, so my brows actually match my hair, but I'm wearing a wig, so logic. But stay tuned if you would like to see how I do my eyebrows, or if you just like listening to me talk for some reason, that's also a good reason to be here. Wow, I look really weird with one eyebrow. Cool. So I don't use brow gel, and I don't use brow powder, and I don't use anything specially for brows except for these two brushes that I'm going to show you. I use eyeshadow because my hair is ever-changing colors, so if I have a really expensive brow product and then I change the color of my hair or want to wear a different wig, then I just spent a bunch of money on a brow product that I'm not going to use, and that just doesn't work for me because I am ever-changing. So yeah. So for my eyebrows, I used to use this little palette right here. It is the E.L.F. Mad for Matte palette. It's real dirty because I use it all the time. I use the very darkest shade, which looks black on camera, but it's actually a dark brown. And I use this one, and I used to use a little bit of a black eyeshadow at the very end just to make it deeper at the end. This is one of my favorite colors to use for my eyebrows, but then I got this Jaclyn Hill palette, which is amazing, and it has some really good colors in it. Let me show you. I use this black and this chocolate brown to do my eyebrows now, and I kind of mix them around, and I'll show you how I do that in a second. But that's what I use mostly for my eyebrows now. As far as brushes go, these are both Eco Tools brushes. I got them at Walmart. They're actually pretty good quality. I like them a lot. I use this guy, which is for eyebrows. It's a really thin, but not too thin, brush. And it's angled, and it's really good for making the arch and all that. And I use this guy, which is just a spoolie brush. It came in a pack with this. It was like a special eyebrow pack. I think it was only like $7 for both of them, which is really good. And then I also use this brush right here that came with my Gunmetal set. And I use this to clean up the brow afterwards, just if I'm being real sloppy and I need to fix it, because sometimes I'm a mess. So first I'm going to comb my brow hairs upwards so that I can get a defined line underneath, because that is where I like to start. And if I brush them all up, it leaves me with my natural arch shape. I like mine to look a little bit more on the natural side, but still filled in to where it matches my hair, because my hair is currently darker than my eyebrows because it's not naturally black. So I'm going to take the brown. It's Central Park by Morphe if you want to buy the individual pan, or if you're looking for it in a different palette you have, that's what it's called. So I start right here and I just draw a straight line upwards following the natural hairs that are there. Then I go down the arch, but I don't follow the bottom of the arch, I go in, if that makes any sense. I go on the hairs instead of right underneath them here, so that I can taper it out into a point. Sometimes I brush the hairs down and then go over it, but when they're in this position, it's a whole lot easier to figure out exactly what I want so that they are as even as possible. So I'm just gonna go. I'm not gonna start at the very corner here. I'm gonna start right here so that I can fade this in so it doesn't look so blunt. And then I just fill it in working towards the front of the brow so that when I get to the front, there's not as much product on my brush, so it's harder to go overboard with it. And then I will brush my brows back into place. And then, since that's still a little light, I take the black in this palette, which is called Abyss. It's just a matte black eyeshadow, and I'm going to go over the tail with it to deepen it, because I have brown roots and black hair. So if I incorporate the black at the tip, it kind of looks more cohesive with my actual hair. Now I'm going to take my Shapetape concealer and I'm going to clean up around the brow with it with my little brush that I showed you earlier. Not going to take a ton of product on here because it's really easy to overdo the product. So I'm just going to go under the brow carefully. Again, I don't like the super defined brows. I just want it to not look like I let my little sister do it. So blend that out into the skin so it doesn't look obvious that you had to go and fix your mistakes, because the whole point of fixing the mistakes is so that you didn't know that you made them in the first place. And then I'm going to take my powder brush, again, the one that I usually use under my eyes, and I'm going to go with whatever powder was excess on it, just to set that so it doesn't go anywhere. And then the last little thing that I do is I take my spoolie and I go right in the front of my brow and I kind of spoolie through it to kind of thin out the product to help with the gradient effect. If that made any sense, just watch. It just softens the very front edge so it doesn't stop so harsh. Yeah. And it actually looks kind of weird today. Another way to help with that is to go over it with a little bit of concealer and then go back in with your brush. And there we have it. That is how I do my brow. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe down below and give me a like and give me a comment. I will try to read and respond to the comments as soon as possible, but I have a very short attention span. But that is all I have for you today, so come back for the next video for something else interesting. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with the next video. You'll have to wait and find out.